Good morning, dear students. This assignment is for class 5 for the subject of general knowledge being submitted to you on 12th July 2021. In today's chapter, that is chapter number 9, we will study about famous structures of the world. Number 1 is Stonehenge. It is an ancient monument in the Wiltshire, England. It consists of a ring of standing stones, each around 4 meters high and weighing around 22.6 metric tons. It was built around 4,000 years ago. There are many theories regarding how such huge stones were transported to this spot and for what purpose. Though it is believed that the structure was meant to be a burial spot, that is, a place where dead bodies were buried in the ground. Point to note is 1 metric ton is equal to 1000 kilograms. Now let us learn about St. Basils Cathedral. It is a church in Red Square in Moscow, Russia, and regarded as a symbol of the country. It was built from 1555 to 1561 on orders of Tsar Ivan Vasilievich. The building is shaped like the frame of a bonfire rising into the sky. It is the earlier times. It was considered to be a symbol of heaven on earth. Currently, it is being used as a museum. Note: Tsar is a title used for Russian kings in earlier times. A female ruler was called Tsarina. T being silent in the pronunciation of both words. Number 3 is the Colosseum, also known as Flavian Amphitheatre, is an oval amphitheatre in the center of the city of Rome, Italy. Construction began under the Emperor Vespasian in the year 72 AD and was completed in 8 years. It could hold between 50,000 to 80,000 spectators at a time. It was used for gladiatorial contests and public shows such as moxie battles, animal hunts, executions, reenactments of famous battles and dramas based on classical mythology. Although it had been greatly ruined because of earthquakes and stone robbers, the Colosseum is still an iconic symbol of Rome. In 2018, it was the most popular tourist attraction in the world, with 7.4 million visitors. Note: gladiator. In ancient Rome, a gladiator was a man who fought another man or an animal, usually until One of them died for public entertainment. Number 4 is the Statue of Liberty. Is a huge sculpture on Liberty Island in New York Harbor in the United States. The copper-coated statue, a gift from the people of France to the people of United States, was designed by French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi. The statue is a figure of Libertas, the Roman goddess of liberty, freedom, shown wearing a robe. She holds a torch above her head with her right hand, and in her left hand carries a clay tablet inscribed in Roman numerals with the date July 4, 1776, the date of US independence. Point to note: a robe is a loose outer garment. At number 5 is the Great Pyramid of Giza, also known as Pyramid of Khufu, is the largest of all Egyptian pyramids. It is located near the city of Cairo, the capital of Egypt. It took thousands of workers around 20 years to build the Great Pyramid. Its construction began around 4,500 years ago. The Great Pyramid was built as a tomb of the pharaoh king Khufu. Inside of the Great Pyramid are 3 major rooms: the king's chamber, the queen's chamber, and the grand gallery. Note: pharaoh is a term used in ancient Egypt for the male or female ruler of Egypt, pronounced as pharaoh. At number 6 is Big Ben. It is the nickname for the great bell of the striking clock near the Palace of Westminster in London. The construction of the tower was completed in 1859. The climb from ground level to the part where the bells are located is 334 steps. The tower has 5 bells, and the largest of these is called the Big Ben. Note: the part of the tower in which bells are hung is called belfry. Number 7, the Great Wall of China, is an ancient wall in China built to protect north of the ancient Chinese Empire from enemy attacks. The wall is actually made up of a number of walls built by various kings in different time period. The total length of the Great Wall of China is about 21,196 kilometers. It is about 9.1 meters wide and 15 meters high. It is the longest man-made structure and the only man-made structure that is visible from space. At number 8, the Louvre is the world's largest art museum and a historic monument in Paris, France. The building of this museum was earlier the palace of the French rulers. It is located on the banks of the river Seine, a river flowing through Paris. It contains the Louvre pyramid, which is a large glass and metal pyramid designed surrounded by three smaller pyramids in the main courtyard of the Louvre Palace. At number 9 is Angkor Wat, meaning City of Temples, is a Buddhist temple complex in Cambodia and is the largest religious monument in the world on a site measuring 1.6 km square. The temple was earlier dedicated to Lord Vishnu. Over time, it turned into a Buddhist temple. It has become a symbol of Cambodia and appears on its national flag. At number 10 is the Forbidden City, is a palace complex in central Beijing, China. It contains the Palace Museum, the National Museum of China, and was earlier the Chinese Royal Palace from 1420 to 1912. Constructed from 1406 to 1420, the complex consists of 980 buildings. It gets its name from the fact that no one could enter or leave the palace without the emperor's permission. That's all for this chapter today.